husky. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate, cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place, all queens got a seat at my table, cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe, and so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity, until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan, cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact, cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young, black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning.
All right, good morning, everybody. Y'all know what to do. It's Friday. Y'all go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I appreciate every single one of y'all who are in the building. Oh my gosh, we're up in here. All right, let me see who we got in here. Let me make sure we're looking all good. Oh yeah, there we go. I got a cough already. Oh no, I forgot my water. Dang. We're looking all crispy and clean on the screen though. Welcome y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com. Today, we are going to be reviewing the final thoughts from our guy, Max Shardt, when he was cross-examining Lil Woody on Wednesday. And then we've got some other news we're going to cover as well. Some things are going down in the Fulton County jail system, and it's not looking good. Also, we're going to be talking about Diddy today. I know It's been a minute since we've discussed what's been going on with Diddy on the channel, so y'all look out for that. We've got some news that I've been wanting to cover for a while. We haven't been able to get into because of everything that's going on with this YSL trial, but we're going to cover it and check it out today. But y'all know, before we get into it, I gotta say what's up to the family and everybody who's in the building, man. Shout out to everyone who's in here. We've got FS is in here, Mr. Brown's in the building, Mr. Tesla, Kel Bell is up in here as well, says good morning everyone, happy Friday. Constance is in here, says good morning. We've got D, good morning. Danielle says thank God it's Friday for sure. McKinley's in here. We've got Rebecca Hoover is in the building. Lauren's up in here already, bright and early, good to see you. We've got Tersh Durbin. Okay, shout out to Tersh, good to see you. Anna Romero is back up in here as well, good morning. We have got Linda is in here, says good morning as well, good to see you. Bridgetta is back in here as well, and then the great Sweets is in the building too, good to see you. Said right on time. I've been later these past days, but I be watching everything and liking every video. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. Amy Lee, the amazing Amy's in here. Shout out to Amy for watching. We've got Sabrina in the building, Mr. Brown. We've got Goner Dang. We've got who else? Oh man, I know I missed somebody. We've got Cindy White in here. Man, Chef Russ Carter. Everybody's in here this morning. We got Morgan Dre is in here. Danny in the building. Factual Lie. I like that name. That's hilarious. That sounds like a good username for Woody. Mark Botsman's in here. We've got yours truly. Okay, I like that username as well. And then Terrence Johnson is up in here too. I know I missed somebody. Oh, Samson's in here. All right, Samson, I see you. Now y'all see it up on the screen. One. I always say I do not ask for much on this show. You know, I try and put out some great content, have a good time and interacting with y'all in the chat. But there is one thing I would beg of y'all and ask you guys to do on your way in and on your way out, if you didn't do it on your way in, is to like the video. Not only do likes help the channel continue to grow, not only are they free, but they let the algorithm know you guys are enjoying the show, and it helps shares the channel with more people. So if y'all could, make sure you take a second, like the video. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Also to everyone who sends in super chats, I appreciate you as well. And I'll be reading those throughout the show. We've got Turan is in here. Good to see you. Les Cleaver's in the building. Factual Lie said, I chose the name because of Miss Love. Oh, dang. We've got Just the Girl and Her Dog, another one of my favorite usernames. Good to see you. And I think I said what's up to everybody. What's Les saying? I took the day off to do some other things to avoid the heat, but I figured while I'm here, I might as well catch a live show for once. Appreciate you, Les. Appreciate you. We got Laura in the building too. Just showing some love. Appreciate you being here. And who else is in the... I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I always miss somebody. Laura says good morning. We got Mixed Chick Samantha up in here as well. Shout out to Mixed Chick Samantha in the building. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, today's going to be a little bit of a unique show because, as many of y'all know, trial was not in yesterday or today. We won't be back in court until Tuesday, but do not worry. We still got some things we have to go over, but I want to hear y'all's thoughts. I prepared you for this since Wednesday now. We've got a link that's in the pinned comment in the chat. If y'all want to call in, please make sure that you call into the show. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. I want to hear what you think. I'll be taking phone calls throughout the show. And once we get done with this first review, we're going to do from Max Shardt's cross-examination of Woody. We don't have too much time left, but I want y'all to call in. Let me know what your thoughts are from this past week for everything that's been going on with the trial, or really anything that you're interested in. I just want y'all to call in so that way we have some dope interactions in here as well. I'm going to say good morning to a couple more people. I'm probably going to go grab some water real quick and then we'll get started. We've got Kadir. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Kadir Lewis is in here, says good morning, good to see you. Tammy Anderson's in the building. We got some new people in here. Grand Rising, have a blessed day. Good to see you. Lynn is in the building as well. All right, good to see y'all, man. So let's do this. I'm gonna turn the music up for y'all real quick. If you give me 30 seconds, I'm gonna go grab some water and then I will be right back.
Flavor. You never listen to what no haters say. We pray for them, but we gon' move it this way. We moving forward, y'all.
me say, my brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin, believe in your hair, believe in yourself. Believe in your talk, believe in your walk, believe in yourself. Believe in your skin, believe in your hair, believe in yourself. Believe in your talk, believe in your walk, believe in yourself.
I feel like George Floyd, yo, I can't breathe. It's hard to conceive on why they wanna kill we. I think they wanna break our spirit, the youth won't hear it. We die over loose, these cops scared to quit it. I send my love to Eric Gardner's family.
All right, here we go.
Cause them pigs went and took away somebody's daddy. Sands were bland.
And by the way, if y'all want to know who this amazing artist is that you listen to music from every day on the Music Morning Show, make sure you go check him out. That is The Bishop over on Spotify. Amazing, positive artist, has some great messages in his music. Y'all hear he is the official creator of the theme song for the show, Good Morning, the Music Morning Show theme song. So y'all go check him out and show him some love on Spotify. Absolutely amazing artist. I love all of his music. But y'all are tired of me talking. I know. I see y'all in the comments saying I need to talk less on my own channel. It's crazy. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to check a couple comments because I saw some questions in here too. What was Amy saying? Amy said, does anyone have a theory on why Woody answered the phone when Nut called looking for his stolen phone? A lot of people in the chat have been saying, and some people who are close to the situation, that there is way more to this than we probably will ever know. I brought up a name that I was told I'm not allowed to bring up anymore on this show. It is a person who is on the witness list, but I think if you get in and around and you hear things about what was going on in the area at the time, there's more to this that we'll know. So I would love to hear y'all's thoughts. If y'all want to call in once we get through reviewing the rest of this cross-examination and let me know what your theories are. I think that's a great question by Amy. Why would Woody have Big Nut's phone? Very interesting indeed. Who else we've got in here? We've got, is it Trina? Tina is in the building. We've got Trina is in here as well. Lauren said, because he's Woody, Amy. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to explain it. We've got Andrea says, happy Friday, all in the US, love from the UK. Oh my goodness. Andrea and Andre. And I saw Andrea in the comments too. Thank y'all for stopping by. Shout out to everybody who's in the UK and watching internationally. I appreciate y'all being here. We've got Sean P is in the building. Good morning. Kiki is in the building as well. She said, because Woody stole the man's stuff. Yeah. Rodney is up in here as well. I saw my guy Freddie. Freddie's in the building. He said, who knows what goes on in that mind of his? Yeah. Project Band Shirt. Let me put some respect on your name. Good to see you. Satin's in the building. We've got my guy Holden back in here. And he's a bass fisher too. Y'all see him in that? Man, that is a nice catch over there. Look at that. Look at him go. So looking forward to today. Happy Friday. Jay-Z is up in here. We got Sylvia back in the building. Okay. I think I shouted out everybody. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Now, I want to rewind this a little bit. So we're going to go backwards, maybe about 5 minutes. So that way we can catch up to where we left off yesterday. And then we'll be stopping and giving some more inside thoughts and letting y'all know what was going on towards the end of this cross-examination. All right, here we go.
Donovan Thomas, and then
thank y'all for liking the video too.
The chain and the phone and the wallet, and then you returning it back to Donovan Thomas, right? And you dapped him up, and you and Donovan Thomas were all good, right? Okay. January 11th, 2015, you repeatedly said you had no problems with Nut.
Speaking of Big Nut.
Donovan Thomas, right? January 28th, you talked about the chain. There was someone else that took it. You returned it to Donovan Thomas, wouldn't tell him who took it, but y'all were all good, right? February 21st, 2015, you again repeated That story about one of your partners taking the chain, it ending up in your hands, you returned it to Donovan Thomas, you dap him up, you're all good.
Right.
Mr. Copeland.
Stop the cap.
The reality is, late in 2014, you broke into Donovan Thomas's truck. Isn't that correct?
The door was open.
The reality is,
I'm sorry. I was supposed to let the video play. This man did not just say the door was open. Yeah, he pulled out. This is criminal 101. If they ask you if you broke into something, or if you're trespassing somewhere, you say, hey, the door was open. Come on, Woody. This guy.
you knew that was Donovan Thomas's truck. You know what he drove, right?
He snatched his chain.
You went into his truck and took his peanut chain, right?
Not the peanut chain.
You knew it was Donovan Thomas's peanut chain, but you didn't care. You wanted to disrespect Donovan Thomas. You wanted to take his stuff. Isn't that correct?
It wasn't about disrespecting him.
Come on.
Stop the cap.
Jeez.
The reality is, Mr. Copeland, that Donovan Thomas called his phone and you answered. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
The reality is, you knew that Donovan Thomas knew that you stole his stuff.
I ain't steal it.
Objection, speculation.
All right, since we're objecting, can I object to Miss Love coughing in her hand? Y'all, listen. I know y'all don't want me to interrupt the flow. Y'all want me to play the video, but I cannot unsee some things. People really out here coughing in their hands. This is absolutely egregious. Did y'all see this?
The reality
I
is,
object.
you knew that Donovan Thomas knew that you stole his stuff.
I ain't steal it.
Objection, speculation. Sustained.
The reality is that you knew you bit off more than you could chew.
Brother,
What you mean by that?
Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Objection, speculation. Based on the evidence, relevance. Sustained.
The reality is, you made up this whole story about returning his chain, about your partner breaking in, and all the rest to try to throw Donovan Thomas off of your scent. Correct? But Donovan Thomas knew.
can't object.
Objection, speculation. Vague. Sustained.
Nah,
When you
boo.
told Detective Thorpe on January 11th, 2015, that you ain't never have no problems with Donovan Thomas, that you and Nut were cool, you never brought up the chain, did you?
For what?
When you said you ain't never tried to rob him, you ain't done nothing to Donovan Thomas, you never brought up the chain, did you?
That ain't robbery. Stop the cap.
You and Donovan Thomas were far from cool.
Come on, Woody.
TIG stands for Think It's a Game, correct? Ms. Copeland, TIG is Think It's a Game, correct?
You know it.
Okay. That's a record label?
I guess.
That's a record label that Donovan Thomas was associated with, correct?
I guess.
It's run out of Summerhill
I don't know.
neighborhood in Atlanta.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett,
Everybody knows this.
also known as Lucci, wrapped under that label. Think It's a Game, correct?
I guess.
Okay.
To your knowledge,
Think
Max.
It's a Game had a studio on Metropolitan Avenue in Atlanta back in 2015, correct?
I guess.
It's really starting to bother me that Judge Whitaker gets so antsy when the defense is up there. Governor Dane said, "ClassE, that ain't robbery. The door was wide open." Tell my kids, y'all better lock that door.
You may.
Because you know the insurance ain't gonna pay. What's the door locked, sir?
Mr. Copeland, I'm going to ask you to look at DS31. Is that, do you recognize DS31?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the building that housed TIG Studios back in 2015, correct?
I guess.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask that DS31 be put into evidence, be admitted as evidence.
All right, it's admitted.
That's the studio that Lucci went to make songs, correct?
I guess.
That's the studio that Donovan Thomas would be at, correct?
I guess.
That's the studio that Rich Homie Quan would be at, correct?
I guess.
Okay. You are aware that on January 8th, 2015, late at night on January 8th, 2015, the TIG studios were shot up, correct?
Come on,
You know
Woody.
that, right?
I'm listening.
You are aware that Rich Homie Quan's truck was struck by bullets on January 8th, 2015. His windshield was shot out, correct?
You don't know.
You're aware that Donovan Thomas was present at TIG Studios on January 8th, 2015.
They're gonna
Isn't that
object.
true?
I don't hang up there.
I'm surprised they didn't object to that.
DS22B, please, Mr. Kokomo. I would like to publish, Your Honor, DS22B, which is from January 28, 2015 interview, states Exhibit 378 Yankee Beta 7/24/39 to 7/25/06.
All right.
Oh, I need to turn it up. That's why. Volume should be better now.
You support these niggas, bro. So the more you support them, the more they gonna come out and do that. If you leave them alone, then everything gonna go away. Yeah. And you're like, just protect me, bro. We need y'all, bro. I need y'all to protect me. How the hell we gonna protect you? You and these niggas out here doing it. Then you're like, so you shot my truck, bro? That side of the truck. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, you been a...
You are talking to the police about Rich Homie Quan asking you if you shot up his truck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In that interview.
That's what it just said.
Okay. I'm gonna play it.
Like, no, I'll just ask you in there like this.
What did he have a 25 on the dude say here for?
That's it. So, Rich Homie Quan questioned you about whether you were the person that was outside the TIG studio shooting up in that studio on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that correct?
You can't question me.
Okay.
Good morning, John. Thank you for your service.
Take the court's indulgence.
Thank you for your service, Chef Russ Carter. Thank you, Rebecca. Can y'all hear better now? Is the audio better? I always forget to turn that up. I apologize. We should be good. We should be cooking. Oh, we got 1,100 likes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for liking the video. All right, y'all said it's good. Good. You think QC is next, Big Baby Jane?
Not
I
talking
hope
about
not.
what you told the police. I'm talking about reality now.
I hope not, because I don't want to testify.
On January 6th, 2015, you were at Club Crucial.
I'm listening.
You were in possession of a large amount of money and you were showing off in front of a bunch of people that knew you, in front of a bunch of girls, correct?
I'm listening.
In front of all these people at this club, Kelvin Watts, Shell Kell, Donovan Thomas's brother, jumped you, correct?
I'm listening.
He tested
Come on,
you.
Woody.
He started punching you. He tried to take your stuff. He gave you a black eye.
He punched me in the back. He didn't hit me in my. He didn't face me off.
Okay.
He said
Well,
he's
you had
a
a
coward.
swollen face.
Cause another nigga hit me.
Okay. Who was with Shell Kell?
What's up, bro?
He was with Shell Kell, the other person that hit you?
Obviously, he went with me.
Woody does not like talking about this fight.
These
He got
men,
his
Shell Kell and
ass
his friends, tested you publicly in front of a bunch of people, in front of a bunch of girls, correct? They tried to run your pockets, right?
I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Come on, man.
Pardon my language, it pissed you off.
Just like you is.
Okay. 2 days
He
later,
said, "What's up, bro?"
on January 8th, 2015,
Yeah, Woody does not like talking about this fight.
you found out that Nut and Rich Homie Quan were outside the TIG studios on Metropolitan Avenue, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got in that rented Infinity and drove up to that studio, didn't you?
Your Honor, objection assuming facts not in the evidence.
It doesn't have to be in
Oh, wow.
evidence. Yeah, what are you talking about?
You
He's
took your
asking
gun
him what
with
he
you.
did. It's dumb.
You stood outside the fence and you shot at TIG studios. And you put a bullet in Rich Homie Quan's truck. Did you not?
You got proof?
Ah, Woody, come on, man. I still haven't watched the rest of this, so I don't know if he's going to play the interrogation or not, or the interview as they call it. But Woody on the stand and in interrogations has talked about this. Why? Stop playing games, man. Just keep it moving. Ah. I'm listening means yes, apparently. He asked him about that fight. He said, "What's up, bro?" Why you keep bringing it up? What's up, AK? All right. Thank you for being here, Sonya. I appreciate it.
Was Trevante with you when you went to the TIG studios?
Did you got proof?
All right, we're going to change the subject, Mr. Copeland.
All right.
He said, and I lied.
To your understanding,
What's up,
now
Alex?
you pled to the possession of a firearm case from 2021. You pled to that recently, or this year.
Say that again?
You pled to that case this year, correct? Earlier this year, the possession of firearm that you were interviewed about on October 27, 2021.
I don't know if it was this year or last year.
Okay, fair enough. To your understanding, you still have a pending matter in front of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Shit, I ain't no telling. I don't know.
Well, you discussed it. You gave an interview with the Danza Project recently, right?
Right.
All right, and you discussed a pending matter where your understanding is you are charged with filing a false report.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, to your understanding, you're charged with false report of a crime and false statements, 2 felonies, correct?
Right.
And the allegation is that while you were at the Fulton County Jail,
Relevance as to the specific
Let him ask
conduct
the
or the
question.
specific-
God
the
dang.
proper impeachment to the specific extrinsic evidence of the specific incident that occurred.
Okay, I can't really hear you very well, but I think we might need to approach about this anyway.
Yeah, what is she talking about? What he keeps trying to get up and leave. He must be going to talk to his lawyer, Mr. Engelberger. So we're going to skip ahead. As y'all know, this is from Wednesday. Thank you again while we're taking a break. All 1,300 of y'all that like the video. I don't ask for much, but I will beg profusely for y'all to like the video. So if y'all could take a second and like the video, we'll go ahead and skip ahead. Freddie Harris said they got to say something. They too quiet. Man, shoot. Rio's in here says he's proving what he makes false reports. He said, you filed a false report, didn't you? He said, yeah, I did. What did you shoot up his truck? Let's keep it moving. Oh my gosh. What's Amy saying? Woody is no victim. I'm sure people are plotting on him. He literally lied and had people arrested. He even made up fake people in his stories. Yeah, shout out to Lil Mike and Quay.
Because
hold on, let me go back. Here we go. Max is cooking again though. All right. So Miss Hilton is done pouting because she didn't like the question.
That won't do much good then.
Y'all go check out Chef Russ Carter. He said my new restaurant will be open next month, serving all Trinidadian cuisine called Rusty Nails 185. Woo. Make sure you remind us, Chef Russ. I will be there. What's up, Nick from Canada?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, may I approach
You may.
DS27A and DS27B?
Thank you,
Yes.
Danielle. I'm going to assume it's Danielle.
Mr. Copeland, could you just look at those two documents? Do you recognize those documents?
I seen it before, yeah.
Are those the arrest warrants taken out for you for false report of a crime and false statements that you believe are still pending against you?
Yeah.
Okay. And briefly, the allegation is that, well, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS27A and DS27B into evidence.
Your Honor, we reject the admission of those two exhibits. You can ask the question, but he hasn't impeached him with the exhibits or.
They're admitted over objection.
Yeah.
Mr. Copeland, briefly, the allegations against you that you believe are pending are that you accused a jail worker or a deputy of spraying with OC spray at the jail.
Right.
And the deputies, the supervisors, reviewed the videotape from the jail and determined that the jail worker did not have OC spray on her and did not spray you with any OC spray in the jail. Isn't that correct?
Right.
Did you know that the state, while this trial was going on, dismissed that case against you?
I didn't know that.
Well, I brought you good news. May I approach with 27C?
You may.
He said, I didn't know that. Oh, I got to run this back. Hold on a second.
While this trial was going on, dismissed that case against you.
I didn't know that.
Well, I brought you good news. May I approach with 27C?
You may.
Shout out to Woody, man.
Does that document say State of Georgia versus Kenneth Copeland?
I think.
Okay.
He can read. It's a miracle.
That document indicates. Can I approach?
You may.
Shout out to Amy for gifting the memberships. Thank you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, does this document say the facts of this case have been reviewed, and although it appears that probable cause existed for the defendant's arrest, the decision of the district attorney at this time is not to prosecute the above named defendant? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the reasons for this decision are as follows: prosecutorial discretion.
Uh-oh.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
the person whose name is on this document is Fonnie T. Willis, correct?
Yes.
Can we take a second? Sorry if y'all heard that.
That document does not indicate that your pending charges for false report of a crime and false statement, they don't indicate that those are dismissed forever, just for now, at this time, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And nothing in that document says we dismiss this case because we were wrong, Mr. Copeland's innocent. It said prosecutorial discretion, correct?
What they mean?
Okay. It means they just made the decision to do it.
All right, that we can strike that part. Ask your next
now.
question.
Isn't it true? And you just found out that this was dismissed today. But isn't it true that while you were on the state's witness list to testify in this case, the state was simultaneously, at the same time, prosecuting you for false statements and false report of a crime? Isn't that true?
Talk to me so I can understand.
They were calling you a liar at the same time that they were asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about your...
Oh, hold on a second. Miss Hilton's mic was on. Did anybody catch this? Hold on. We got to run this back. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. She left her mic on and was over there pillow talking with Miss Love. What did she say? Hold on.
That they were asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Hold on. I got to turn this all the way up. It's going to hurt my ears, but
true.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about your immunity.
It sounded like she said they weren't supposed to say anything about that. We told the whole team something. Hold on. We're going to get it, y'all.
Asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Miss Hilton with her fake smile over there. She's like, I'm going to take you into the back after this trial is over because you ruined my career. And I never want to see your face again. And I'm going to make sure that Fannie ensures that you never get a job again. So this is that fake smile. Like, I'm really pissed off right now, but dang. Oh, I'm gonna try and hear what
this
this
jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
She said something, Simone.
What you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about your immunity agreement with the state. They told you in that June 10th, 2024 meeting that you did not ask for, that any crime that you talked about, they were not going to prosecute you for. Correct?
That information was not supposed to be out,
You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's dad's barber
They were
shop.
not
You
happy
can talk
about
about
that.
shooting Rich Homie Kwan's father. They're not going to prosecute you for those things, right?
Y'all know that's
That's
what
what
he
they
said.
told you. That's the promise they made to you. Correct?
Characterization of the evidence.
Sustained.
Is that your understanding?
Nothing I say can be used against me.
Okay. There's one exception.
If I say that I did, yeah,
Okay. The Donovan Thomas thing.
yes.
Yep. Too late. He's gonna ask to get his
Mr. Copeland,
strike for the record. Oh,
you
man.
don't know any of these gentlemen back here to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas, do you?
What you mean?
Back in 2015, you didn't know any of these gentlemen to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas.
I never said I did.
Okay. The reality, Mr. Copeland, is you were the person who had a problem with Donovan Thomas. Isn't that correct? You were the one
Come on,
that
Woody.
broke into Donovan Thomas's car, correct?
So in facts, not in evidence.
He can ask the
You've
question.
admitted to it.
Why does she keep objecting to that?
You're the one that stole Donovan Thomas's chain, correct? Ms. Copeland, you're the one that shot up Donovan Thomas's friend, Rich Homie Kwan's father's barbershop in 2014, correct?
He said it on the stand. Got to say yes.
You're the one that was going back and forth with Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct? You've called his brother a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
Mr. Copeland's not answering the question, and so
Yeah,
there's a
apparently
response.
Mr. Shardt doesn't care whether he answers or not, so
Shut up, Simone.
it's fine with me. I mean,
fine
if
with
he
me
wants
too.
an answer, he can.
He doesn't have to answer because he's painting the picture. Woody already said all this on the stand. He said, I shot it up. He can't take it back now. You cannot lie on the stand, Woody. Oh, man, this is what happens when you get a liar on the stand. State messed up. You can't lie on the stand. You said you shot him up. You said you got your head boxed in by Kel at Club Crucial. Who really had a problem with Big Nut, Woody? God dang. He doesn't need an answer. The jury's getting it.
Brother, a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
Mr. Copeland's not answering the question, and so
Yeah,
there's a
apparently
response.
Mr. Shardt doesn't care whether he answers or not, so
He already answered the
it's fine
question.
with me. I mean,
fine
if
with
he
me
wants
too.
an answer, he can say that.
You called Kelvin Watts a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
And I don't think nobody walking earth would not agree with it.
Ooh.
You said that people would cheer if he died. Correct?
I will. Back in the days.
You've shot it, Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct?
Oh, man.
You're the one who got jumped by Donovan Thomas's brother on January 6, 2015 at Club Crucial, correct? You, not any of these gentlemen. Right?
Oh, my God.
And you're the one that shot up TIG Recording Studio on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that correct? Let me ask you something, Mr. Copeland. You were asked about the green store by Attorney Steele, right? The green store, you're familiar?
Yeah.
That's actually called Mommy's Grocery and Deli on Glen Street, correct?
I guess.
Okay.
Do y'all, I know y'all, because y'all are a smart audience, but can we just take a second to realize the picture that Max just painted here? And Woody is saying nothing. Man. I mean, you have a video with Thug and Big Nut in it, just kicking it, cooling. We've all seen the video before. If you haven't seen it, I played it several times on this channel. Then you've got this one guy. It's a known liar. Proof that he had issues, got in a fight, shot out somebody's window, shot out his friend's dad's barbershop. Had nothing to do with Young Thug. If anything, Young Thug was trying to help him get out of this situation. Wow. This is beautifully done by
Attorney
Max.
Steele, right?
Oh my God.
The green store, you're familiar?
Yeah.
That's actually called Mommy's Grocery and Deli on Glen Street, correct?
I guess.
Okay. You estimated that the driving time is 5 minutes. The truth is, to get from the green store to where Donovan Thomas was gunned down, you have to drive a couple hundred feet on Glen Street and take a right onto McDaniel, correct? That's how you get there, right over the tracks.
Mm.
The truth is, it takes less than a minute to make that drive. Isn't that correct? Mr. Kokomo, could you play published
Quiet.
DS24F? This is February 21st, 2015.
Woody's
378
silent.
Yankee Delta from 622.59 to 624.01.
I got somebody, but I don't know his name. He was there. He ill there. He called the night. Well, I forgot what day they got killed with.
And we're going to start it over, Mr. Copeland, because I didn't provide any context. You spoke on a gang meeting that the Bloods had about you on that Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, correct? Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS24?
I got somebody, but I don't know his name. He was. I got somebody, but I don't know his name. He was there. He ill there. He called the night. Well, I forgot what day they got killed with. It was a Friday night. They had, no, it was a Thursday night. Mm-hmm. They had a barbecue. But a barbecue just about, it was a blood meeting. Everything blood meeting. Mm-hmm. And the whole meeting was based upon me. They was all in there talking about this and this, talking about this and this. So the nigga Mo was on the phone. So Mo told everybody, all I need, every last one of y'all, whoever 90s scraps here, whoever that other nickname, supposed to kill me. They gave all them guns. The same night, gave every last one a gun. Say, treat me to a gas station and kill me. I forgot what else. But he called and told me everything. He said, is this person a friend of yours?
The Bloods had a gang meeting on the Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, 2 days before, on the same day that you shot up TIG Studios. Isn't that correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In that statement to the police, you said that the whole meeting was based on me. not them, on you. That Mo, from behind the wall, had put the green light on you. Not anyone else. He put the green light on you for what was going on with you. The guy who stole from Donovan Thomas. The guy who shot up the studio with Rich Homie Quan and Donovan Thomas in the studio that night.
Yeah, objection, Your Honor, is assuming facts not in the evidence and harassment of their witness.
What?
You've told
Stop
the police
crying.
at that meeting, Donovan Thomas went whoop, approved of the orders to kill you. You told the police that the gang members handed out guns to younger people. And the plan was to trick you to come to the gas station. And the only reason you were killed is because someone told you about it. In January 2015, Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Objection, speculation, again, assuming facts not in evidence.
Sustained.
Mr. Copeland,
Jeez.
you're not the type of guy to back down, are you? No further questions.
All right.
Dang.
Okay. I know that the state is going to have redirect, but I think it's going to last longer than we've got for this evening. So we will come back on Tuesday of next week to finish up with Mr. Copeland. So, Mr. Copeland, if you can be back here with us at 9 a.m. on Tuesday of next week.
Give me place.
All right.
Ooh, and he was mean mugging Max after that. Oh, y'all see him walking out? God dang.
Tuesday of next week.
Give me place.
He said, you
All
be
right.
blessed. Look at this right here. Yeah. He said, yo, bitch ass. Fuck ass. This is one of the best cross-examinations I've ever seen. Absolutely masterful. Yo. Yeah, y'all complaining about the poll. It only gives me 4 options, so maybe I should have left the last one out of there, but it only gives me 4 options. I can't put 5 in there. Sorry. I mean, if y'all are on the jury, and let me ask everyone who's in the comments watching this clip afterwards, if y'all are on the jury, what are you thinking right now? I'm not even going to give y'all options like I did everyone who's watching the live chat. What are your thoughts about what you just heard? Because other than them objecting to Max harassing the witness, which is what? Everything Max said as he painted the whole picture of why there is reasonable doubt that Thug had anything to do with this, that Shannon had anything to do with this, that Gotti had anything to do with this, was made very, very, very clear. Woody got in the fight with Kel. Woody on the stand confessed to going with threat to shoot up Rich Homie Quan's dad's barbershop. He shot up a truck. Wow. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm shocked by this. What do y'all think? I want to run it back again. Y'all pray for Woody, man. Especially if you're a Woody fan, if you just care about people. Y'all pray for that man. Because, I mean, he was already in hot water and was upset with the state because they allegedly leaked that interrogation video trying to get him to talk and put that out in the streets. Now, y'all know the streets are watching this. They're seeing Max Shardt say, hey, unless y'all know exactly what happened, y'all might want to go back and look at this guy again. But he doesn't even have to say that because Woody even said that there was money on his head. Thank you, Amy. Man. Good morning to Pat. Pat B is in here. I'm going to read some of these super chats. And I might have to run this back one more time. Mr. Tesla said, what do you need to pray for Woody? He put himself in this position, which is crazy because we saw in one of the interviews he did. It was the Danza Project interview. And they asked him, you know, Woody, what would you say to Young Thug right now if you were able to talk to him? And he said, I would tell him to pray. I would tell him to turn to God and pray. Man, hey, listen. Y'all better pray for this man, Woody. Whew. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. And then I might have to run this back because the way he walked it down after presenting evidence after evidence, overcoming all of these objections. Whew. Crazy. Here we go. Let's get to the super chats. We've got Danielle in the building. Shout out to Danielle dropping the 2-bomb with the super sticker. I appreciate you. We've got Amy in the building. Amy Lee up in here gifting 5 memberships. Oh my gosh. If you got a membership from Amy, make sure you say thank you to Amy in the chat. Y'all go check out everything over on the members only side. We got some custom emojis you can drop in the chat, and you get first access to any of the videos that we drop here in the Classy Beats YouTube channel. We've got one dropping at about 1:30 today. If y'all saw that over on the members only side, you can go watch that. And then we'll have a couple more dropping this afternoon and of course over the weekend. So thank you to Amy for gifting those memberships. We got Nick, speaking of Nick from Canada, a new member in here on the gold side. We've got Pam H dropping the 10 euros. She didn't even say anything. She's just showing love. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate you being here. Nick also drops his first super chat on the channel with the 2-bomb. And then we've got Les Cleaver with their first super chat over there with the 4-bomb. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who sends in super chats. Y'all really help the show continue to grow, and you keep the lights on here over on the Music Morning Show. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's 10 pounds. There we go. I want to run this back real quick. It's not going to take much time, y'all. I think it was maybe 5 minutes, or I don't know, maybe more than that. But when Woody stops answering questions, that's when I was like, sheesh. That's going to be my next question that I'm going to ask y'all in the chat. Is the prosecution going to recover from this? Oh man, Danielle says, ClassE, if Woody happens to stop breathing, can that be put on a RICO case? It's going to be hard to prove. These guys are in jail. Thug couldn't get bond because they were worried about this man's safety. Thug hasn't been speaking on Woody allegedly since he's been in. Everyone who's a certified or low-key shooter is behind bars. So, I mean, how deep is YSL? How further are we going to take this conspiracy? I'm not seeing it. What does Amy say? Fanny only got in office to get his assassins. All the previous DAs wouldn't touch this case. 1,000% right. 1,000% right. Let me see if any of y'all are calling in. Again, if y'all want to call in, you can do that. The link to call in is in the description, also in the pinned comment in the chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the phone lines open right now. And then while I run back through this one more time, I'll bring up anybody that calls in. And also, we got to talk about Fulton County. I mentioned it earlier in the show. Y'all want to talk about corruption here in Fulton County? It's getting bad. Something just went down inside the Fulton County prison system. We'll talk about it here in a second. Let me see. Almost 2K likes, man. Thank y'all for liking the video. Over 1,900 of y'all like the video. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. It's the #1 way you can support this channel. Shout out to Jay-Z in here. Said, just saying thank you for the great coverage. Thank you for always being here, Jay-Z. I appreciate you in the chat. And thank you for that super chat as well. Oh, man. This is crazy. All right, let me make sure the phone lines are open. We got to run this thing back. Look at Woody, me mugging, man. Look at that match like, I thought you were my friend.
Stop the cap.
You lifted me up. You told me one of my cases got dismissed. Did me dirty, Max. Dang, Woody. I tried to tell you, man, they are not your friend. He is there for Shannon Stillwell. Yeah, here we go. It's just like 10 minutes. Walk that man all the way down. Yeah, Casey, we are right here in Fulton County. I gotta watch this one more time. I'm gonna be quiet this whole time too.
What?
Oh, hold on. I had a missed call. I'm gonna call you back. 551. 551. I'm calling you back.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Mr. Brown.
Oh, Mr. Brown's in the building. What's up, Mr. Brown? Good morning. All right, talk to me, Mr. Brown.
Bro?
What you got going on? I'm gonna save your number too. Go ahead.
Woody has just sealed his coffin. Because you got to remember, guys in jail watch this stuff. Like we used to watch. What's that police show? Cops.
Yep.
And we would sit there laughing at everybody while we were in jail. But the worst thing that everybody thought Steel was going to break Woody, and it turned out to be Shardt.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So even I slept on it. I'm thinking Steel going to break him down, but Steel broke him down. But Shardt, he brought it home.
Yeah, it's like D Wade and LeBron, man. I mean,
yeah.
Brian Steele set it up, man. Max Shardt took it home. It was crazy to watch. Crazy.
Now we're gonna talk about boxing real quick, right?
Okay.
You got a guy. You got 2 men in the ring fighting. That's Hilton and Love. Now they got it wrong in the beginning, but now that they see what the defense strategy is, they're gonna crush Woody because Woody is gonna get them fired. Because it just proved that they knew everything was a lie from the beginning. Yeah, and then you're looking at Whitaker, and she keep trying to get breaks. Ain't nobody want no break. We just sat down. And I keep saying Hilton moving her hand. Every time she moves her hand, Whitaker say, I think we could have a break now.
Wow.
My mother told me, she said, I think you better stop listening to Woody because you might start talking about what you did back in 1999. I said, yep. Woody, he's just lying. He makes you want to tell the truth.
Mm.
But, I ain't going to hold you on the phone. You're doing a great coverage. I swear. You're better than a lot of these guys on the news.
I appreciate you, Mr. Brown. Thank you. And it's
Enjoy
always
your day. Yeah.
You can call in anytime. I always appreciate you taking the time to call in because I love hearing your thoughts and your perspective. Before you go, I got to ask you the question that I put in the poll. What do you think the jury's thinking right now? Or what would you be thinking if you were on the jury right now watching this?
I would be thinking to release Thug immediately.
God.
And incarcerate Woody because you got to remember, a lot of stuff that Woody's talking about, he's got immunity on a state level. But that stuff about shooting up the barbershop and
Oh, we lost him. Dang, his phone must have died. I had him. Mr. Brown, you can either call back in or drop the rest of your thoughts in the comments. But shout out to Mr. Brown, always in here, always supporting the show. Yeah, everything he said, 1000% right. From the start, I mean, Woody has been very consistent. Oh, here's Mr. Brown. Hold on, he's calling back. All right, let me see. I think we got it.
Hello?
Hey, there he is, Mr. Brown. We got you back. Hello?
No, I'm Eddie.
Oh, Eddie's up in here. Okay, Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Y'all got the same area code.
Hey, yeah, how you doing? Hey, first and foremost, man, I want to congratulate you on the show, man. You know,
thank you.
Hey, you're a young guy too. Is you a law student or something, man?
No, I just love learning about the law and everything that's going on specifically with this case.
Hey, look, you know, I'm an old guy, man. I've been through a lot of stuff in my time. I'm 58 years old. Hey, man, you should dive off into that. Well, you should take this new social media into that because you're very wise. You're a very intelligent young man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
man,
that.
and especially for people that look like us. You do not have people that look like us on there. But, yeah, I want to comment on it real quick and not hold up your show. And I will prescribe to I think I already prescribed to your channel.
Thank you so much.
But I will prescribe to your channel, ClassE Beats, correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
But I mean, real quick, right? They just dropped the whole ball on the case, man. It's a wrap. All right. That guy, okay, still baited them, and Shardt brought it home. That's it. Yeah. That is it. I don't care what. Look, why you think the judge said that they need to come to a resolution because of the jury stuff? That's cap right there, because what's going to end up happening, the state not going to fold, right? So they're going to push for a directed verdict because the state going to fumble the ball more coming Tuesday to make more mistakes when they call this lesser witness, whoever this guy is, or whatever they said his name was. But anything with a RICO, a foundation starts with the main witness first. So the main witness, Mr. Woody, was annihilated, okay? And he actually helped the state. He actually helped the defense tremendously. Sharpt sat there, the man sat there admitted to murder.
Oh, man, you say he admitted it. Jeez.
Huh?
That's crazy.
He didn't directly admit to murder, but simultaneously, it don't take far to see what the whole play was. Thug is not mentioned in or not even seen in any of that stuff. The man made up fictionary characters. Come on, man. They got to come with more than that. And also, one more thing, brother. Yes. They don't have financial transactions going on for a RICO, okay? So you saying Correct. This is an enterprise that's going to RICO, so you have no bank statements on fund. The only thing you have is still getting a car for someone. That's not enough. You need financial transactions in this RICO. And so a lot of people are saying that the state was that the feds pick up the case. No, the feds is not messing with this case. The feds looking at the state and laughing at them. You stupid. Because what you should have did 9 years ago was say, hey, I got a case that I can't really, handle. If y'all would take this case, this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
And it's interesting interesting to see because the one financial transaction that they mentioned so far, and Woody mentioned in his interrogation, was he said Thug gave him $300,000 or something like that. And then he kept a little bit of it and something else he did with the money. One, it was cash, right? And the second thing is Woody said he lied in all these interrogations. So even the one thing that we're hearing from Woody to where there may have been some financial involvement, it can't be proven. And he said he lied. So, but please continue. Go ahead.
Yes, that's right. That's the whole thing with the RICO. So you got to draw a line with the conspiracy, right? It's not just enough from the phone conversation and so what's in the pudding right now is the video, right? That Woody had, that homicide video.
Yeah.
That was made before that homicide video with a picture of this guy, Donovan Thomas.
It's bad.
And sitting in the chair, Woody in the video, another guy threat in the video, and the third light-skinned guy, I don't know who he was, but it's 3 people in there, it's 4 people in the video with Donovan Thomas sitting in the chair, or a picture of Donovan Thomas, okay? So, bam, right there, okay? Thug is not in that video. The only video that got a Thug is that when he said something about he'd get Woody to pop somebody.
Yeah, but that was, he recorded that before Donovan Thomas was even in the picture. So that's
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. When you do that and then you make a video, that homicide video, Woody, right?
Mm-hmm.
That video there, that's not the video.
You're right. You're 1000% correct.
Right. That homicide video is Woody's video. Okay, so he is the last linking what I would call circumstantial evidence going towards Donovan Thomas. This is why the state keeps saying, don't say don't say you killed Donovan Thomas, and you and if you plead the fifth, you go to jail. This, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to get Thug inside of all that, but they don't have a case now. So yeah, man, I just want to share it. Yeah, it's all a circus, man. And I see now this lady Whitaker, she kind of like, she just real nosy. She want to see what it all was, but now she's leaning towards. Now she's leaning towards the defense. She is actually leaning towards the defense now. Okay, yeah, because she see it's bullshit. The man even said. One more thing, I gotta say this, man. They look so fucking dumb. The state, the man even look. The Sharpt brung out. Sharpt is the old. See, I'm from the old school. I'm 58 years old. So way back they had this attorney named Perry Mason.
Oh, we know who Perry Mason
Sharpt
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sharpt is one of them Perry Mason guys. He bringing the whole thing, the article stuff in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And he did it. And he actually, this guy, any jury could see that Woody did the murder, man. Come on. Who else did something? Who else had beef with Donovan Thomas other than Woody? You stole the man chain. Okay? Them boys, them blood boys hollered at you. The blood boys sent a move on you. One of your friends told you that they supposed to meet you at the gas station to kill you, dude.
Had a price on his head. He had a price on his head. He testified to this.
So you have motive, man, to hurt this man.
Yeah.
So man, I just want to share that. This is open. The state dropped the ball, and they mad because they did not convict Woody when they supposed to convict Woody of the murder if they had, but they couldn't get. See, they need identification. So identification, okay, you need identification and DNA shit for murder, physical identification. I seen you shoot somebody.
Right.
So if somebody just say that, and then you got somebody for murder. On conspiracy, you need that, oh, well, so-and-so told so-and-so to do it, and I know they did it because they brought the guns over here, and they did this, and they did that. Right. But with this here, Woody got fictionary characters set up. This guy, he was talking about Quay and whoever.
And Lil Mike.
All made up. Yeah, it's all right. So, yeah, man, I just want to share that with you, man. And you doing a very good job, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in. You can call in anytime. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still in the show, man. I'm about to prescribe if I have not. I'm pretty sure I probably already did.
Yeah, please do. We're not going anywhere, so look forward to seeing you there. All right, some amazing calls. I'm going to call a couple of y'all back. Who do we have that called in? I think 305. 305, I'm going to give you a call back, and then 470, I'm going to call you back too. The video that y'all are seeing on the screen right now is the homicide music video that Lil Woody did with Fujiano. It's interesting to see a lot of the characterizations in this video look familiar. Now, my question is for y'all. And let me know what y'all think about this. If somebody has said this already, please let me know who said this so I can give them credit. But I just thought about this. Lil Woody already said that he went with Threat and shot up the barbershop, right? Rest in peace to Threat. So why wouldn't Woody just say that Threat was the one who shot Donovan Thomas? Because think about it. Woody and Threat were close. They were like brothers, right? They did everything together. Woody's made it clear Threat would stick up for him and protect him. They were riding together. He was there when everything went down at Club Crucial. Threat is gone. The only way the state said that they're going to take away Lil Woody's immunity is if he admits to killing Big Nut. But what if he says Threat did it? Anyway, something to think about. I'm going to read these super chats and then I'm going to call a couple of y'all back. Let me see who we've got in here. We've got, I missed a couple. Here we go. We've got Jay-Z in here. Says, just saying thank you for the great coverage. Appreciate you, Jay-Z, with the 2-bomb. We've got Danielle Judge in here. Says, I really love your channel. Your chat is super interactive. Thanks for doing what you do. Thank you, Danielle, for the 10-bomb. I appreciate it. We've got Big Baby Jane up in here dropping the super sticker with the 5-bomb. Danielle also gifted a membership. If you got that membership from Danielle, make sure you say thank you. And then we've got Amy in here dropping the super stickers. She dropped $2 super stickers. She said, we're unboxing it. Just wait for it. Yeah. We're unpacking the whole thing. And Dungeon Master said, Amy Lee is the best mod ever. That's a fact. No question. Thank you for the 2-bomb, Dungeon Master. I appreciate you. We also got Mixed Chick Samantha up in here with the $4.99. She says the state filed a warrant for Nut being deleted on Woody in 2015. Mistrial. The state already knew. Say, hey, Mr. Copeland, we think you did this murder, but instead of convicting you, can you come on over here and testify for us? How do you think Donovan Thomas's family is feeling right now? You know they're watching this trial. You know they're watching this trial and they're seeing everything that's going down. And if they're putting 2 and 2 together and they just watch a couple of YouTube videos, they're saying, man, this man either knows what happened to Donovan, he's the one who did what happened to Donovan, or he was somehow involved. And the state protected him. Nasty work. Let's go ahead and get 772 in here. Shout out to 772. Thank you for calling in. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Alice Simpson from Florida.
It's Allison?
Yes, Allison.
Oh, okay. Thank you for calling in, Allison. Appreciate you being here. What are your thoughts? Let us know.
My thoughts are they might have been throwing in the towel. Let those boys go. It's done. It's a wrap. What's going on in Fulton County, too, they can't pay and they're spending all this money on this trial. We already know those boys are innocent. Dang. You know, let them go home.
If you were on
Fulton County is already losing money on this trial. Woody just blew the hammer. Shardt just brought it in. It's a bomb. It's a wrap.
if you're on the jury right now, Miss Allison, what are you thinking about everything you saw on Wednesday and that we just reviewed?
Let them go. It's done. We don't lost the money. It's over.
Do you think the state is going to be able to recover from this? And
they can't recover.
Well, what do you think they're going to say? I mean, they're going to be redirecting on Tuesday, I believe. I mean, do you have any idea what they could possibly say to the jury to make them?
It's obvious, and I know that given Woody's testimony and all the other testimonies so far, people refusing to testify and give the state what they're looking for, right? Mm-hmm. We know Woody is a liar. All of us know that. Fanny is funny. It's an embarrassment. It truly is, because the state did not come locked and loaded like they should have come. And the people that are talking about YSL, Mr. Jeffrey Williams, there's not many people are saying bad things about him, even if he did do something. But it's not to be a RICO trial. Yeah. Woody already announced they have on recording. He was upset with Thug about something. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
He's sorry for it. Yeah, he's sorry for it. So it was almost like a jealousy complex going on, what we were dealing with Woody. He wanted to be something that he was not and is not. We know the state, Fulton County, has lost so much money behind this trial. Now people are walking out of the jail system. They can't pay the people. There's a new trial coming up. Man, this is over. This is done. Dang. Monday, Tuesday, they need to call in towel. Save some of that money. Give those people that money that needs a job.
Yeah, you think they're spending this weekend working on some plea deals, Miss Allison?
They are, buddy. They are. Been in law enforcement myself. They are. This is horrific.
Oh, well, thank you for all that you did in law enforcement, and thank you for calling into the show. You could call in anytime, all right?
Thank you, love. And I'm joining you. I've been watching you for a minute, but this really brought me in home with you. I mean, you did an excellent job. I really appreciate it.
All right.
From Florida to Georgia, I really appreciate it.
Shout out to Florida up in there. Miss Allison, hey, doing her time serving the community. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, love. Bye.
Right, bye-bye. Yeah, great points, man. A lot of y'all are agreeing. State's cooked. Where are they going to go from this? It's tough. It's tough because they're showing and have been showing that their own witness is a liar, which is crazy. First of all, the state has been showing that their key witness in this whole Donovan Thomas was murdered YSL thing is a liar. He's been on the stand saying he's a liar. And now you have the defense not only showing that he repeatedly lied, that many of the things he said in the interrogations weren't true. Young Thug was never even at the gas station or involved at all. And now you have the defense showing that he may be the one that actually pulled the trigger. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm going to call 470 back in a minute, but we've got 830 up in here. Let's see who we got.
From Melinda.
All right, shout out to Melinda. We got Melinda in the building. Good morning, Melinda. How are you?
Hey there. Good morning, ClassE Beats. Hey there, Chad. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about, first of all, great coverage. Thank you. At times I had some disagreements with you, but I think that you showed some good points about both sides of this. So I want to say that was that's coming into play now. It's also very fair. But I wanted to ask you, when Shardt was asking Woody about the car, and I think they fixed the bumper, whoever was in the car was Woody, and Woody was like, well, how'd you know? And then do you think that Woody gave the damaged car to this guy because he had already committed it? And because he says he found out about it the next day. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm still, lost on that. And also, what about these phones being synchronized with everyone meeting up at McDonald's? See, that's where I'm still lost.
Yeah, well, you're asking my opinion?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I think. as far as when it comes to the car, I mean, it's simple to think of if the car was damaged, that the reason it was damaged is because someone was trying to speed off and they hit something. I haven't seen the actual car or what it looks like, and then Woody was trying to get rid of the evidence in his own way. And then with everything that goes down to them meeting at the McDonald's and all the meetings that took place before and leading up to that, that's going to be something that I think the state is going to lean into, and they're going to have to show more evidence of that there were certain people in the area of the time of this happening. Now, the problem with that and taking that route is that still creates a lot of reasonable doubt around the fact that Thug was the one who organized it, because he wasn't there in the first place, and that's verifiable. And also they still don't know who pulled the trigger, and it quite possibly could be the person that they're protecting and having as their key witness. So Woody's saying he wasn't there at the time, but this was brought up before. He had multiple phones. He admitted to having multiple phones. He also admitted that the police never checked his location to see where he was at the time that the actual murder was committed. So there's still a question there for me as to who did it. And I think that's a great point. But at the end of the day, this is a RICO case. And if I'm on the jury right now, I don't see how this all points to Thug. Even with that being in fact.
Okay. And I want to also say that those phone calls that Steele brought in with Thug's family on the line, that didn't seem like they were like trying to protect Woody. It was almost like, look, dude, you need to get your life together.
They say you messed up, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They literally, ClassE, they had me believing that the Thug had actually was the one who put this hit out and Woody did it for him. And then come and look at all these other videos. I don't know how the state thought this wouldn't catch up to them.
Yeah, and that's what Woody said. That's what Woody said on the phone call. I dropped the video clip of that this morning where he said, man, I messed up. I didn't think it was going to go this way. I didn't think they were going to actually start looking. And I mean, it seems like if what Woody is saying is true, is that he really knew what actually happened, which was why he felt comfortable pointing out and calling out other people. What actually happened, we don't know. But to me, that's the only reason he would feel comfortable doing that, and someone might be able to look past it, is because Woody actually knows what really went down and that none of them had anything to do with it.
I see. Okay, and one more thing. What is these fictional characters? How do you think Max figured out that these weren't real people? I guess because, I mean, but to me, Woody has a lot of stuff going on in his head if he can literally make up people. I mean, and his people have, I think I wrote it in some of my chat, they have a subplot, they have families, his people, his imaginary people are complex. You know, I mean, it's like, this is crazy. I mean, he's kind of petty, and I kind of warn, sometimes our community tends to do this, ClassE. It's this infantilizing grown men, like everyone, like babying these, because these guys are, even on the defense, I think they've done probably some bad things. So it's like, but maybe they just didn't do this, you know, and that's understandable. But Woody with these complex other people that he created, that makes him really dangerous. And I don't know if his religious stuff is real. It probably is another manipulation, but I can understand why he would use it. But that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, and to answer your question, it's pretty simple to figure out that those people weren't real. And you're talking about Lil Woody mentioning Lil Mike and Quay.
Yes,
Max Shartt's client is Shannon Stillwell, the one who's known Lil Woody the longest. So he probably asked Shannon, yo, hey, who's Lil Mike and Quay? Shannon probably said, what? Lil Mike and Lil Mike and Quez, excuse me. Yeah, they said Quez. They corrected me. Shannon probably said, "There's no Lil Mike and Quez." I don't know what he was talking about, but this is what Woody does, and he's backed that up several times. So I'm pretty sure Max asked him about that, and he was like, "Nah, that's just Woody being Woody."
Oh my goodness! Right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, and great content. I'm fixing to join now.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Let's get 386 in here. They've tried to call a couple times. Let me see if I can get him back in here. I'll be reading super chats shortly as well.
Hello.
Hey, 386. How are you doing? Welcome to the Music Morning Show. Who am I speaking with?
This is Adriana from Daytona Beach.
Hey, shout out to Adriana.
I'm actually watching you now, and I just subscribed. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing?
Say what's up to the chat.
So
Appreciate
I want
you.
to say, yes, I'm going to be short, but I want to throw out a quick scenario what I believe what could have happened, because hence the fact that no one is truly after Woody. I honestly feel like back when this started to be investigated, back in 2014, 2015, when this took place,
yeah,
I feel like they were after Woody because they knew Woody was getting into a lot of crimes, and he would be the main person that they feel that they could use his charges against him to get him to talk to lower his sentence, knowing that it was a lot of people after him at the time and that he wanted to come home and, you know, all of that. So I feel like Thug already knew what was going on. Everybody around them knew. So he was going into those interrogation rooms on purpose to try to throw things out there, to try to make things seem like this is going on, that is going on. Because I feel like it was just too, like, these are your friends. I get you trying to make up a story, but you're throwing your friends under the bus. It was like he already knew, okay, in his mind, Thug got money, so they're not going to investigate him, is what they thought. Mm-hmm. Or they thought if they do investigate, they'll see that it wasn't no true evidence against Thug and that they wouldn't bring this to a full case. But they made it a RICO, which is probably what they was not expecting. They thought it would maybe be a single charge.
Exactly.
But they combined everyone together under a RICO because you really don't need much evidence to prove a conspiracy.
Yep, and you can hear it in the last few phone calls that Brian Steele played, where Woody is just showing so much remorse for naming all those names, for making up these scenarios, and as he said, putting a little bit of truth with a lot of lies, because now the state is thinking, you know, this could have actually happened. And that's what sent everything into a spiral, and is why we're at where we're at today. So he definitely was remorseful about the way he went about things, because I think you're right. He said it in his interrogations, and he even said it on the stand. He knew Thug had money. If they tried to bring a charge up against him, Brian Steele would be up there saying, hey, he was here, here, and here when this happened. Y'all leave him alone. But instead, Fannie Willis came on the scene and kind of made things a lot worse. So I think you're 1000% correct. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm going to continue to keep watching. So thank you so much for answering the call or calling me back.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for calling in. And you can call in anytime, all right?
All righty. Thank you.
Take care. Shout out to Daytona Beach in the building.
From Brooklyn.
Oh, we got Brooklyn up in here.
Press 1.
All right, Brooklyn is in the building from the 718. How are you doing this morning, Brooklyn?
I'm good.
Good. What is on your mind? Thank you for calling in, by the way.
This show, the trial, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
What's going on? Who's the best lawyer there? Do you think it's Steele or Shardt?
Ooh, that's a great question. Before Wednesday, I was thinking it was Steele. I was calling Max baby Steele when he came up to the stand to begin his cross-examination, but as of Wednesday, I got Steele up. I mean, he dropped 30 on him.
What do you think about Melnick? I think he went short and just gave a punch.
Yeah. I'll with Melnick
be long.
With Melnick, it's tough because the timing seems odd, just kind of like we talked about with freestyle with halftime dropping. The timing of Melnick being suspended is weird to me. But also, if you look into the details of what happened, I mean, Melnick, he messed up. All right, so it is what it is. Whether the DA's office made a phone call and say, hey, can you speed this up and get him out of here? I don't see a benefit to removing Melnick because he already coached up Woody and gave him some good insight. And Woody was going to have more representation anyway. So it seems like
how
they
come we
would.
don't hear? How come the guys not? We never see him on picture. Engelberger.
Yeah. What's your question?
He was never on camera.
Oh
no,
yeah.
Woody's.
Yeah, he came on
never
camera.
seen him.
He came on camera the first day he represented Woody. And then we went and looked up some of his information. So he popped on camera. He said, hey, Judge, I'm here. Just wanted to clear up a couple of things. And then he went and sat back down. He's been sitting back down for most of this testimony. So he's there, and Woody has been talking to him.
And after yesterday, if Shardt would have asked him point blank, did you kill Nut? Let's say he would have answered yes. He would have gotten immunity. If he would have said I plead the fifth, he would have gone to jail.
Yeah.
The only way of answering is
that's tough because
even if he answers yes, the trial is not over.
Yeah. Well, if he answers yes, he's just going to get in trouble. And the state already made that clear. It said you cannot say that you're the one who killed Big Nut. If you do that, his immunity is probably going to get revoked. And then everything that he said on the stand,
Why would the immunity be revoked? They told him, you can either say you killed Nut, or you could say, but you can't say you plead the fifth.
Right. But they're still saying that they're going to prosecute him for that if he says it on the stand, because they're saying it's a lie. So if they can revoke his immunity and show that he was lying, which I don't know how they would do that, but clearly the state has something, then that's going to be an issue for Woody, because he'll not only will he get his immunity revoked, but everything he testified to on the stand can and will be used against him. And I'm sure he's not going to take that risk. So he's just going to do what he's got to do as he's done in the past to get by, get through these testimonies, get up out of there, and hopefully get out of Georgia.
I don't know where he has where to run, but another question.
Mm-hmm.
Was Young Thug in the country, or was he touring Europe the night of Donovan Thomas's murder?
That's a great question. I'm actually not sure. No, actually, I am sure, because according to the state, Donovan Thomas was murdered. And then Woody's saying he went and he picked up a couple of dudes, and then they went to a McDonald's, and then they went to Thug's place. So Thug was here, from what I understand, but I could be wrong.
They didn't make the timing correct. Something is off there.
Yeah, I'll have to double check that for you, and I'll bring it up. But from what I understand, they were in contact with Thug the night it happened. I'm just not sure if Thug was actually there. So I'll check into that and give you an answer.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Okay, appreciate you calling in, man. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to Brooklyn for calling in. Let me call Morris back. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure Thug wasn't he at the McDonald's?
Hello.
Hey, Morris is in the building. What's up, Morris?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. What's on your mind?
Man, I was calling because I've been watching the trial, and I think they should have went, like they did a great job on Cross, but I think they should have broke down that immunity deal a little bit better to make the jury like really understand what this immunity deal is. I don't think they explained it good enough. And I was also watching Miss Sylvia's chat, and she said after when everybody left the courtroom, the cameras went off, she made a statement to the district attorney and the defense and said, y'all need to try to work something out about getting a plea deal.
I knew it.
This ain't going right.
I knew it, man. I just mentioned that a couple of calls ago. I know the defense is getting plea deals thrown at them left and right. So I would believe it. I would believe it for sure. And as far as the jury, I don't think the jury really needs to understand the immunity deal. Honestly, I think all they need to understand is what Max put out there is that 1, Woody didn't want to testify. 2, the immunity was forced. And Woody said that himself. Max didn't even ask him that. He said, hey, were you given immunity? Or, I mean, did you? And then Woody said, yeah, they gave me immunity. They forced it. So that's all they need to know, because Max did a great job of painting the picture and making it clear that Woody, 1, didn't want to testify, and 2, the state did everything they could to make sure he was there to testify too.
One more question. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, and Morris, can you move a little bit closer to your phone or turn your volume up some?
Okay.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, there we go. A lot better. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, but do you think that they would take a plea deal at this point, knowing that they really got the case won, like at least with the murder of Donovan Thomas, because we know Woody killed him, unalived him.
It depends what the plea would be. I don't see Fannie offering a decent plea deal, and I also don't see Young Thug or Brian Steele taking a plea deal either, because I mean the plea deal, what's it gonna be?
Time served.
Time served. Oh man, nah, Morris, no. Come on now, let's be real. This is Fannie T. Willis we're talking about. Time served would be crazy. The only I can't see her offering him that deal. So I would have to see what the plea deal was going to be, but I would be shocked if Thug got offered a reasonable plea deal, and he clearly doesn't want a felony either way. So knowing Brian Steele, I get that Thug doesn't want to be in jail any longer, but in the best interest of his client, I'm sure he would consider it. But man, I can't see them offering something that would be worth it at all.
Right. Did you see where Miss Love grabbed Miss Hilton? What do you think about that?
Yeah, we just went through when they were talking. Miss Hilton was gritting her teeth, acting like she was smiling, saying something. Yeah, they clearly don't have the greatest of relationship, and there's definitely some frustration and strife there. But it's a part of the job. I mean, tensions get high. We don't see a lot of it because from the defense, because they're over on the other side. But we even saw at the beginning of Max's cross-examination day that he was having some issues and back and forth with one of his people. So it's just something that happens. But Miss Love and Miss Hilton are definitely going at it for sure. It's fun to watch.
Right. I was trying to make out what was Brian Steele telling Max Shardt. He stood up and was like saying something about redacting something on a phone call, and Brian Steele was like, "You ain't have to ask them that. Like, we could have agreed on that by ourselves."
Yeah.
Like, he stood up in court and asked the judge that, and Brian Steele looked at him like, "Why would you say that?"
Yeah. No, there's a lot of communication that has to take place in real time, just because the time's limited. They're trying to get their guys in there, work on their own client's case while also working together. It's a whole mess, but yeah, definitely some great points, Morris. I appreciate you calling in, man. You can call in anytime.
I got one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can the judge like step in? She see that anybody with eyes can see that Woody killed Donovan Thomas. There's no way the judge can like throw that out, like at least the murder of Donovan Thomas. Like, it ain't nothing she could do, it. She got to wait till the case over to try that.
Yeah, it's already a part of the indictment. So the indictment's in there. It's set. That's not going anywhere.
Oh, good, man. You got the best YSL coverage on YouTube, man.
Y'all got to stop gassing me up. I'm trying, man. I appreciate it, Morris. You be blessed, and thanks for calling in, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace. I love it, man. This is my favorite part of the show. I love talking to y'all. I'm going to read some more super chats, and then we're going to get back into it. Gabby Gabs is in the building. What's up, Gabby? I see Star Child's in here as well. I know there's a couple of y'all I haven't shouted out. I'm going to read these super chats, and then we've got a couple other things we're going to cover, and I'm going to get y'all up out of here. So let me see. We had a bunch of super chats come in. When was the last one I saw? Here we go. Mixed Chick Samantha. I think I might have read this one already, but we don't read it again. She dropped the 5-bomb. She said the state filed a warrant for Big Nut being deleted on Woody in 2015 mistrial. The state already knew. Yeah, it's weird to see it happen this way. Like, what changed from the time that you issued that warrant to you asking this man to testify? I mean, we know what changed, but it's nasty work, man. Mr. Brown called in and said, you asked the question, plausible deniability. Oh, there it is. Shout out to Black Gold for becoming a new member. Appreciate you. Also, Mixed Chick Samantha has been a member for 1 month. What did she say? This is a good one. She said Rico is one of Woody's imaginary friends. Dang. Rico's chilling over there on the beach in Miami with Lil Mike and Quez, right? We got Black Gold in here, drops the 10 bomb. Just showing some love. Thank you, Black Gold. I appreciate it. Mixed Chick Samantha also says with the 5 bomb that imagine if the fake people are on the witness list. The state didn't verify anything. I'm so done with the state. Can we find? I bet I could find the witness list too. That would be insane. If they've got Lil Mike and Quez on the witness list. I highly doubt it because they would have to have their government names, but either way, that's a hilarious thought. And also Republic Room is in here, just became a new member. Thank you to the new members. We got a lot of videos dropping in the next couple of hours, in the next couple days. So if you are a member, you get first access to some of those videos and clips. So if y'all haven't been able to catch all the live streams, I clip everything up, put it on the channel, and y'all get first access to those videos when they drop. So make sure y'all do that. Gabby Gav says, we watching the replay. Yep. We watched it a little bit earlier. And also Amy. Oh man, Amy's got a lot to say over there and I missed it. Dang. What are y'all saying in the chat? Shout out to Toy Trials and Reviews. That's a dope name. Says, am I the only one that noticed that the actual witnesses are the witness of Nut's murder said it was a white Pontiac? Also, if you think back to the camera in front of the barbershop, if you think back to the camera in front of the barbershops at the time. Yeah, that's something I'm not sure if they know about that, if they know or if there were cameras there, but definitely interesting point. We got Tiffany S in here says, these guys aren't pleading out. Thug said, take it to trial. You already know. And those pleas are going to be garbage. Absolute garbage. Let me see. I got to read these though. Amy says, this whole thing hit a tipping point yesterday. Yeah, she's talking about Mac's cross-examination. Steele did the setup and Shardt finished it. So I was thinking about the fact that Woody was served with an arrest warrant for the murder of Nut. You can get an arrest warrant without probable cause and a judge has to sign off on it. They knew the whole time that man was guilty, but wanted to go after bigger fish. Since when is murder light? For the feds, it is. Dang. Then they showed those little snippets of the interrogation videos, but got bodied by the defense with their own evidence. I swear all of the defense that's been locked up this whole time without bail have a heavy lawsuit against the state for this one. Shardt basically got that man to admit the whole thing without admitting it. He was quiet. It was crickets over there. Whole time Woody was making up characters too. Sad. He could have been a playwright or a screenwriter. He's definitely going back to jail. Dang. That's tough. That is tough. And I mean, you're 1000% right. And I've said this already. How would Donovan Thomas's family be feeling right now, seeing all this? Y'all think they're putting the pieces together and thinking, man, they served a warrant on this guy. Man, he sure knows an awful lot about what went down. Man, he was pretty close to some of the other things that went on surrounding Donovan's murder. Man, Doug really wasn't doing anything. It's hard to know. Freddie said, this case is why Detective Gaither resigned from the APD. Lord have mercy. Freddie Harris says, that's because in the end, Thug was the one. So y'all still saying the Rico is on. I see you. I see you. Quay TV, the demons in here. What's up, man? Says, they just using Thug as an excuse for Woody. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's the witness list. Hold on. Amy dropped the witness list in the chat. Let me see. And this is over on Thugger Daily. we got to look and see if they've got Lil Mike and Quez on here. They've just got one name, Ashley. Ariel Bax, Adrian Bean. We've got Boo. So they're just putting non-government names up here. Mike Void. Kurt. And y'all give it up to Amy for sending this in too. Thank you for dropping this in the chat. There's Lucci right there. I don't see Lil Mike. Trayvon Lewis. Taiwan Marsh. Y'all let me know if you see a Quez or a Lil Mike. Tyrone Seeley. There's Birdman right there. We were talking about this the other day. Not allowed to talk about Birdman. We've got Donovan Thomas Sr. Okay, so it looks like there is no Lil Mike or Quez on here. And I just skimmed through this one. Rich Homie Quan's on the witness list. They're not going to call him. I think Wayne Carter's on this list too. Somewhere. Yep, there he is. Dwayne Carter, the GOAT, the greatest rapper alive. Y'all give it up. Dolly's in here. We got to hear Dolly on the phone the other day. Dora's not on there though for some reason. Adrian Bean. Yeah, so I think we're in the clear. Blake Hale says, ain't no Mike or Quez. They knew this was all made up. All right, y'all want to run this back one more time, or are y'all done? I just want to see this again. I got to see this one more time and then we'll keep going. We're going to talk about Fulton County in a minute. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm just going to let it play. And thank y'all again for the super chats, by the way. We'll get some more calls in a minute, so y'all hold off on the phone calls here. Boo and Ashley is wild. Yeah, how they just put Ashley on there? There better not be an Ashley in the chat. I'm snitching.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, oh, there she is.
Your Honor, may I approach
You may.
DS27A and DS27B?
Yes.
Mr. Copeland, could you just look at those two documents? Do you recognize those documents?
You're in trouble, Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Are those the arrest warrants taken out for you for false report of a crime and false statements that you believe are still pending against you?
Yeah.
Okay. And briefly, the allegation is that, well, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS27A and DS27B into evidence.
Your Honor, we reject the admission of those two exhibits. You can ask the question, but he hasn't impeached them with the exhibits.
They're admitted over objection.
Mr. Copeland, briefly, the allegations against you that you believe are pending are that you accused a jail worker or a deputy of spraying with OC spray at the jail.
Right.
And the deputies, the supervisors, reviewed the videotape from the jail and determined that the jail worker did not have OC spray on her and did not spray you with any OC spray in the jail. Isn't that correct?
Right.
Did you know that the state, while this trial was going on, dismissed that case against you?
I didn't know that.
Well, I brought you good news. May I approach with 27C?
You may.
Does that document say State of Georgia versus Kenneth Copeland?
I think.
Okay. That document indicates. Can I approach?
You may.
Correct me if I'm wrong, does this document say the facts of this case have been reviewed, and although it appears that probable cause existed for the defendant's arrest, the decision of the district attorney at this time is not to prosecute the above named defendant? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the reasons for this decision are as follows. Prosecutorial discretion. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
yes,
the person whose name is on this document is Fonnie T. Willis, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That document does not indicate that your pending charges for false report of a crime and false statement, it don't indicate that those are dismissed forever, just for now, at this time, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And nothing in that document says we dismiss this case because we were wrong, Mr. Copeland's innocent. It said prosecutorial discretion, correct?
What do they mean?
Okay. It means they just made the decision to do it.
All right, that we can strike that part. Ask your next question.
Isn't it true? And you just found out that this was dismissed today, but isn't it true that while you were on the state's witness list to testify in this case, the state was simultaneously, at the same time, prosecuting you for false statements and false report of a crime? Isn't that true?
Talk to me so I can understand.
They were calling you a liar at the same time that they were asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about your immunity agreement with the state. They told you in that June 10th, 2024 meeting that you did not ask for, that any crime that you talked about, they were not going to prosecute you for. Correct?
Yeah.
You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's dad's barbershop. You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's father. They're not going to prosecute you for those things, right? That's what they told you. That's the promise they made to you. Correct?
Characterization of the evidence.
Sustained.
Is that your understanding?
Nothing I say can be used against me.
Okay. There's one exception.
If I say that I did, yeah.
Okay. The Donovan Thomas thing.
Yes.
Here it goes.
Mr. Copeland, you don't know any of these gentlemen back here to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas, do you?
What you mean?
Back in 2015, you didn't know any of these gentlemen to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas.
I never said I did.
Okay. The reality, Mr. Copeland, is you were the person who had a problem with Donovan Thomas. Isn't that correct? You were the one that broke into Donovan Thomas's car, correct?
So in fact's not in evidence.
Overruled.
You've admitted to it. You're the one that stole Donovan Thomas's chain, correct? Ms. Copeland, you're the one that shot up Donovan Thomas's friend, Rich Homie Kwan's father's barbershop in 2014, correct? You're the one that was going back and forth with Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct? You've called his brother a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
Mr. Copeland's not answering the question, so
Yeah,
there's a
apparently
response.
Mr. Shardt doesn't care whether he answers or not, so it's fine with me. I mean, if he wants an answer, he can say that.
You called Kelvin Watts a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
And I don't think nobody walking earth would not agree with it.
You said that people would cheer if he died. Correct?
I will. Back in the days.
You've shot at Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct?
Uh-oh.
You're the one who got jumped by Donovan Thomas's brother on January 6, 2015 at Club Crucial, correct? You, not any of these gentlemen. Right? And you're the one that shot up TIG Recording Studio on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that correct? Let me ask you something, Mr. Copeland. You were asked about the Green Store by Attorney Steele, right? The Green Store, you're familiar?
Yeah.
That's actually called Mommy's Grocery in Delhi on Glen Street, correct?
I guess.
Okay. You estimated that the driving time is 5 minutes. The truth is, to get from the Green Store to where Donovan Thomas was gunned down, you have to drive a couple hundred feet on Glen Street and take a right onto McDaniel, correct? That's how you get there, right over the tracks. The truth is, it takes less than a minute to make that drive. Isn't that correct?
Oh.
Mr. Kokomo, could you publish DS24F? This is February 21st, 2015, 378 Yankee Delta from 622.59 to 624.01.
I got somebody, I don't know his name. He can tell. He ill and he called the night. Well, I forgot what day they got killed with.
And we're going to start it over, Mr. Copeland, because I didn't provide any context. You spoke on a gang meeting that the Bloods had about you on that Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, correct?
Silence.
Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS-24.
I got somebody, but I don't know his name. I got somebody, but I don't know his name. He was there. He called the night. Well, I forgot what day they got killed, but it was a Friday night. It was a Thursday night. Mm-hmm. They had a barbecue. But a barbecue just about it was a blood meeting. Everything ain't blood meeting. Mm-hmm. Then the whole meeting was based upon me. They was all in there talking about this and this, talking about this and this. So the nigga Mo was on the phone. So Mo told everybody, all I need, every last one of y'all, whoever 90s scraps here, whoever that other nigga name, supposed to kill me. They gave all them guns. The same night, gave every last one gun. Say, treat me to a gas station and kill me. I forgot what else. But he called and he told me everything, and he said, is this person a friend of yours?
The Bloods had a gang meeting on the Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, 2 days before, on the same day that you shot up TIG Studios. Isn't that correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In that statement to the police, you said that the whole meeting was based on me. Not them, on you.
Uh-oh.
That Mo, from behind the wall, had put the green light on you. Not anyone else. He put the green light on you for what was going on with you. The guy who stole from Donovan Thomas. The guy who shot up the studio with Richard. Tommy Kwan and Donovan Thomas in the studio that night.
Yeah, objection, I was assuming facts, not in the evidence and harassment of their witness. Overruled.
You've told the police at that meeting, Donovan Thomas went whoop, approved of the orders to kill you. You told the police that the gang members handed out guns to younger people. And the plan was to trick you to come to the gas station. And the only reason you weren't killed is because someone told you about it. In January 2015, Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Objection, speculation, again, assuming facts, not in evidence.
Sustained.
Mr. Copeland, you're not the type of guy to back down, are you? No further questions.
All right.
There it is. Masterful. Masterful. Max Shardt in the building, y'all. Y'all give it up. We're going to keep it moving. We'll take some more calls a little bit later. I have a ton of super chats I have to read. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank you to everybody who liked the video too. We're going to talk about what's going on in Fulton County. We got some breaking news. Oh, man. Man. We've got Republic Room became a new member over there. Welcome to the gold side. Appreciate you. We've got Amy in here. Just showing love in the building. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything that you do. We've got JoJo is up in here as well. Became a new member. Appreciate you, JoJo. Also, Brandon Simpson's in the building. Said, what up, ClassE? Big fan of your content. Thank you, man. Hey, we're not fans here. We're family. This show would not be possible without y'all. He says, are you still taking phone calls? Yes, I've got to cover this situation that's going on in Fulton County jails. I think y'all are going to be very interested in this. And then we'll take some more phone calls and I'll probably get y'all out of here. I've been trying to talk about Diddy. Y'all don't want to hear about Diddy, man. We're just having too many good conversations about what's going on in Fulton County. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Y'all ready for this? I'm trying to decide if I want to read first or if I want to play the video first, because this is insane. We're going to read and then we're going to play the video. Nah, I lied. We're going to play the video first. So let me do, hold on a second. Let me do this. Let me cue this thing up. And then we're going to go here. If y'all haven't heard about this yet, you are in for a treat. Fulton County never disappoints. Never disappoints. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's go over to my guy Thugger Daily over there. Absolutely killing the game. I'm going to drop the link to Thugger Daily and have the link to Thugger Daily over on X in the description for y'all. Oh, man, here we go. Here we go. Y'all check this out. So most recently, there has been some breaking news about some of the situation that's going down right here in Fulton County in light of everything that's happening with the YSL trial. Woody mentioned this before, especially with this during cross-examination with Max Shardt, just about how bad these Fulton County jail systems are. And we're going to get a little bit more insight into what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all check this out. Thugger Daily dropped it over on X. And this is actually a public statement from a private security company. And we'll get into why that's important here in a second. Thugger Daily says new Fulton County jail security guards withdraw from the jail. Third-party security contracting company has told all of its employees to abandon their post at Rice Street Jail after repeated non-payment from Fulton County due to budget deficit. Oh my gosh. Here's what they say. For immediate release, statement from the CEO of a strategic security corporation regarding termination of security services at Fulton County Jail, Atlanta, Georgia, August 29, 2024, which was yesterday. Strategic Security Corporation, a leading nationwide security guard company, deeply regrets the necessity of having to terminate our security services at Fulton County Jail due to a breach of contract for non-payment of services. Fannie Willis. Mayor of Atlanta. Shame on y'all. Despite multiple efforts to resolve the situation, including numerous emails, phone calls, meetings, and notices to various offices, including the sheriff's office, the mayor of Atlanta's office, the county commissioner's office, and even the governor's office, no viable solution has been proposed by the responsible parties. Regrettably, no timeline for payment or good faith attempts to address the outstanding balance was made. As of 5 p.m. on August 29, 2024, all relevant parties have been notified that Strategic Security Corporation will be forced to withdraw all security services from Fulton County Jail. This action is taken with a heavy heart as it creates a potential officer safety issue and crisis at the facility. So the inmates are running the facility. Y'all, any of y'all comic fans? You heard of Batman? You heard of Arkham Asylum? From what Woody described yesterday, nut juice and all, sounds like it might be close to it, right? Strategic Security Corp has always been committed to providing top-notch security services and upholding our contractual obligations. However, the continued non-payment has left us with no choice but to make this difficult step to protect the interests of our company and our employees. We sincerely hope that a resolution can be reached swiftly to avoid any further disruptions or risks to security at the Fulton County Jail. Strategic Security Corporation remains open to dialogue and cooperation in order to find a mutually acceptable solution to this challenging situation. Further inquiries or statements, please contact Joseph Sorty at that location. Let's go ahead and see what 11 Alive had to say when they interviewed the Fulton County Sheriffs, and he's going to give us an update on what actually went down. Jeez.
If you are not familiar, there was a third-party contractor. Given that we have long since said the Fulton County Sheriff has been understaffed and underfunded, an opportunity for us to partner with the Board of Commissioners early last year and bring on a third-party contractor. Since then, given the funding deficit, our inability to, as a county, pay the actual past due expenses, the company made a decision, a decision in writing that they would pull out Friday. Unfortunately and regrettably, at around 2:15 today, company employees were told to vacate their jobs, abandon their position, and not to come in to work tonight. So we worked with our county manager, we worked with our chief human resource officer manager for the county, and we are available and are using our vacancies to actually hire those individuals. The last thing I wanted to do is have anybody be unemployed, be in a position where ultimately they are without a job. And so we've invited those individuals back in, and as one young lady, we've met with them, one young lady just said, I'm grateful for the opportunity, couldn't afford to be unemployed, and we are focusing on hiring at a security officer specialist position, which is equivalent to what they actually left as after being told to leave. And essentially, because they're coming to work for the county, they will get a 10% pay increase as well as benefits. So I'll take any questions that you may have.
Sheriff, how much did the sheriff's office owe to this company?
So it's nearly $1 million that all.
This man said the company is owed $1 million. That's kind of close to what Nathan Wade was getting paid. But we won't go there today. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Let me close this out.
How much did the sheriff's office owe to this company?
So it's nearly $1 million that ultimately over 3 months that we actually, from the perspective of the unfunded or being able to not fund that properly, we owed that, and obviously like any good business, they wanted their money. What I found disingenuous though was during our conversations today, during negotiations today, they actually told their people to abandon their post. And so at that point, I found that disingenuous, and we found a way to move forward.
Boy, this is one thing I can't stand. I do not want to make, I'm not going to make this a race thing. How are you going to play the victim here? You don't play the company, you don't get service. It's not that complicated. He said, oh, they abandoned their post. We didn't pay them and they just left. How could they?
Today, during negotiations today, they actually told their people to abandon their post. And so at that point, I found that disingenuous, and we found a way to move forward.
Sheriff, does that mean that you do not plan on paying the excess of $1 million? And also, who does this fall on? Is it the sheriff's office or is it the county commissioner?
So it's enough blame to go around, but ultimately, I believe people should get paid for what they have worked for. And so we will work diligently to make that happen. But ultimately, we have put ourselves in a position where we can create and maintain a safer environment by employing these individuals. And we want to create a safer employment opportunity for them, as well as those that we provide care and custody to.
Can you talk, how many employees did you hire back?
Right now, our target is nearly 50, specifically 47 that came in tonight. And that is understanding that the third-party contractor went from a buildup of 30 to almost 80 plus individuals, so that's nearly half. We have scheduled them accordingly so that we can possibly create the safest environment that we have.
Why were they not? You know, the issue is, and what's not, of course, going to be addressed here is the inmates. The first thing I thought of as a human being, because we know, never mind, I'm not going to go there. First thing I thought of is what's happening with the inmates. Y'all know they locked them up and they've just been sitting there, whether it was 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Are they getting food? Woody said when the company was there, they weren't getting fed and he didn't have water. So what's happening to them now?
Not paid for the past 3 months. The company itself, again, so this is a budgetary issue that we have continually fought for. And so we were not in a position, again, we talk about the historic underfunding of the sheriff's office, and that played a large part.
So if you're not able to pay them, no. I understand that these employees, from talking to the CEO, that they were actually paid by this company, but the company was not receiving money from Fulton County. So essentially these employees haven't been paid, but they're being paid by the company. The company is out over $1 million.
Well, the company has said they paid employees, but the meeting I just left, there were several employees, 10 or 15 employees that said last week, week before, these people didn't get a full paycheck. And so I'm happy to onboard them as Fulton County employees, because one thing that Fulton County does well is take care of its employees.
So if you haven't been able to pay them for the past 3 months because of budgetary concerns, but now you're hiring people with a increase in pay,
exactly.
How is the sheriff's department going to pay for them?
So they're two.
Yeah, this is a great question. He said, so let me get this straight, the reporter. You're saying that you weren't able to pay this third party, but you're more than happy to hire on the employees that weren't getting paid at the third party company because you weren't paying them? How are you going to afford that when you said the sheriff's office is already underpaid and underfunded? Make that make sense. And we know exactly what's going to happen. It would probably be better for them to stick with this company and find a position somewhere else than to go and work for the state and then get laid off several months later when they figure their stuff out. I'm so glad the reporter asked this question. Y'all know he's going to say, oh, well, we're underfunded and times are just hard. We've been begging for more money. We'll bring them on and then won't get paid what they were paid by this other company. But, we'll take care of them. Watch.
Hiring people with a increase in pay, how is the sheriff's department going to pay for them?
So there are two different buckets of money.
Yeah.
And so ultimately we're using our vacancies, as I've said, to really bring them on to a livable wage. Really, as I found out, it was heartbreaking to see that some of these folks weren't even making a livable wage.
Livable wage, man, get up out of here.
And so if you look at what the Board of Commissioners has done in a very positive manner, and that is creating employee opportunities where people are making in this case, $41,000.
Well, why couldn't this have been fixed before this? Because, if you had this pot of money over here that you're able to hire people with now with a pay increase, why did it get to this point where a company hasn't been paid nearly $1 million?
So again, there are two different buckets of money, right? One is contractual money. The other, what we're using, are monies that were gleaned from the vacancies. And so we're able to, because as we continuously hire, and we have done a great job. The women and men of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, every day they come into an environment where they have the hardest job, really in the state of Georgia, and ultimately should be paid accordingly. And so where we continuously recruit, we've recruited almost 750 people in the last 3 years, retention becomes an opportunity. And if you follow the Board of Commissioners, if you look at where we're not able to pay double time any longer, where overtime was cut, there are buckets of money that really lie in our vacancies. And so with the Board of Commissioners, or actually with our partners over at the county manager's office, again, the chief people person for the county, a sustainable way now for us to move forward.
Does Fulton County plan on paying this third-party company the millions of dollars that they are?
As I said earlier, I believe in paying for people the work they've done. And so contractually, we will get there. We just weren't going to be able to get there as quickly as they liked.
Sure, the company had said they've been doing numerous calls, meetings with you guys, but you're telling us that you were in negotiations today when they made this call to have their employees walk off. But the company's saying that they've already.
Yeah, I can't comment on.
Oh, of course you can't comment on that.
The disingenuousness of what was happening. I know for a fact, me and my team were on the phone at 2:15 when they then actually called the Fulton County customer service line and told them that, one, they're telling people to leave at 5 o'clock today, and simultaneously, while on the phone with one of our chief people persons, told their people to leave. And in fact, people left. And so again, the last thing I want is for anybody to be unemployed. And so we have changed this into a positive. Ultimately, this has allowed us to bring more people on, allowed us to create a safer environment. And the people that are leaving today, if you stay long enough, you'll see an excited new Fulton County employee. So thank you all. I appreciate it.
Can you talk about the safety situation that it created?
And just a correction.
I'm super disappointed too they didn't ask about the inmates. So who's running this place right now? What's happening to the inmates that are being held? Are they in a lockdown? He's gonna say, oh well, I'm not at liberty to disclose that type of information and blah 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 blah.
Stop the cap.
Really disappointing, man. I see y'all in the chat too. Oh, let me pause. I didn't unpause this.
Bring more people on, allowed us to create a safer environment. And the people that are leaving today, if you stay long enough, you'll see an excited new Fulton County employee. So thank you all. I appreciate it.
Can you talk about the safety situation that it created?
And just a correction, the message that the company sent to their employees, they sent a text message at 2:10 telling them to leave at 2:15. And so they started leaving at that point.
And then those people that were scheduled to come tonight basically don't come.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm going to follow up with a written release.
For the CEO says the talks have been going on for like over 8 months. Is that the truth?
I'm not aware of the talks. I just know what happened today, and so.
And is that directly involved with sheriff's office or just like county commissioners? Is there a difference?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but we'll follow up.
Yeah, we'll follow up. Blah blah blah. This is so sad, man. I know a lot of the people who are in Rice Street, some of them are there for a reason, some of them aren't. But either way, man, say a prayer for these inmates. We already heard about the situations that they're dealing with. I think that's absolutely disgusting. And even in our jails and the prison system, like they shouldn't have to be subjected to that. So hopefully they get it together. It's not sounding like they really have much of a solution other than bringing some more people in and trying to hire new employees in the next 24 hours. While what? These inmates are just sitting there, not getting food, on lockdown. They already don't have water. Y'all saw Sky in the comments was saying they get their water out of the showers. It's disgusting, man. Fulton County, we got to do better. I'm doing my part to make a change. Now that I'm here, we're having the conversations and talking about what's going on in our own city. Y'all make sure you get out there. You can listen and understand everything that's going on wherever you're located, because we really do have a part and can make a change with some of the things that are happening. And hopefully we can get there by starting at the top. Man, crazy story. What do y'all think about that one, man? Let me read some super chats and then I'll see what y'all are saying in the chat too. I can't imagine. We've got Alex H. ATL in the building, says great show, love your interactive chat. Shout out to the beautiful Amy and incredible moderator. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for sending that 10 bomb over here, man. Appreciate you. Also, let me go back to the chat here and see what y'all are saying. I know a couple of y'all wanted to call back in too, so let me call back. I see 229. We'll take a couple more phone calls and then I'll get y'all up out of here. Shout out to Toy Trials and Reviews. Said vote and get them the hell up out of here. I double checked and made sure I was registered recently, so we're good. I'm going to do my part. And also, you got to get out and talk to people. You know, you got Gabby, you got Sky in the chat who actually know and are involved in a lot of the things that are going on. And it's just, y'all got to be aware and create a sense of urgency, because this is just sad, man. Shout out to Reign Supreme. Dope name. Says triggered. I am praying for the humans in Rice Street. Yeah, you got to. Let me call back 229 and see who this is. Oh,
Hello.
Hey, 229, what's up? Welcome to the morning show. Who am I speaking with?
Quay TV, the demon, like you know.
Oh, man. Look at Quay up in here. Hey, Quay, can you do me a favor? Can you turn off the YouTube in the background? Because we're getting a little bit of an echo.
Hold on. I think I'm already out of it.
You're out of it? Okay, you must have me on speaker. What are your thoughts, Quay? Talk about it, man.
I at this point, I'm just looking a little lost, like, what in the hell? But I couldn't even get a chance to, like, get into it, though, because I've been dealing with other stuff because I had lost my brother last week.
Oh, man, I'm sorry for your loss,
Saturday.
man.
Yeah, but I feel like they should just let Thug out at this point.
Yeah. You think that's
But if he wasn't at the scene or nowhere around, why would y'all even go to a house and arrest him and then bring him in?
Yeah, they're still trying to paint the picture and show that Thug orchestrated all these things that were happening. The reason the guns were there, they were moving drugs, Donovan Thomas's murder. But like you said, it's looking like they're not making a good case. So I think most are with
like
you on that.
They just took Thug, locked him up, and let him get fat.
Yeah.
And now he walking around looking like Big Thug now.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely put on some weight. I'm not gonna lie. He was eating that jail food, which Thug's actually not being held in Fulton County. I know a lot of people don't know that. So he's actually not in Fulton County. They bring him into court every day from outside of Fulton County. So he's somewhere nice and he's being taken care of. But yeah, I'm with you, man. This thing needs to be ended and over today or yesterday, I should say.
Like I am feeling bad for Woody's situation though. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I'm with you, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. Quay. Hey, I'm very sorry about you losing your brother, man. How's the family doing? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, it's straight. It just, to me, I feel like that street life wasn't even for him. He already had a career. And I've been telling him that. I said, you can't live like me. Because I already been out here for like growing up. I already knew the street life. I already knew everything.
Yeah, and you ain't even supposed to be out there.
No. he had a whole career. He was finna go to college for football and everything. But he wanted to hang with the wrong crowd.
Hear that story too many times, man. I'm definitely going to be praying for you and your family. Again, very sorry for your loss. And yeah, hopefully this will be a reminder to somebody that's watching, and maybe, you know, someone will see this and they'll think of going a different way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put this out there for the young ones that's gonna be 20 already.
Yeah.
The streets ain't for you. It's not. It's dangerous, ruthless. It's like all of the above I can think of, but it's not for you.
I try to tell him, man. We're gonna keep sending the message. I appreciate you being a part of that, brother.
And I appreciate you, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's good to hear your voice, man. We'll chop it up again soon.
All right.
All right, take it easy, man. That's my guy, Quay TV the Demon, man. Super dope artist. Does a lot with the schools. He's on the right path. It's always sad to hear when somebody gets lost in the streets like that. Hear the story too often, too many times. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be enough. I don't know when we're going to have enough songs made about losing the brother or losing the family member to the streets, but we're going to keep sending the message here, and reminding y'all, I mean, it's not worth it. You get one life. You have a choice. Might not be an easy choice. The road might be tough to get there, but man, I don't want to see anybody lose anyone else to the streets. Let me get 305 up in here.
All from
JV, what is up, family? Thanks for calling into the show. Can you hear me?
What up? I can hear you.
What's up, man? What's on your mind? Talk about it.
Man, is this our version of OJ?
For real. It's not even OJ, man, because I mean, at least OJ, it was interesting. There was some excitement. There's a whole story to it. The state's just making stuff up at this point.
I do want to say I appreciate your coverage on everything. You know, I'm at work in my office, so this definitely helps my day go by. You're one of the few channels that I watch, so appreciate that. I'm gonna super chat you later on too. I try to get there about every other day, but I do what I can. I don't know if everybody realized or peeped it or not, but Brian Steele has stated that he's making no proffers with Miss Love. So he's not taking any plea deals at all. He wants them to prove they shit in court and run it.
Yeah. They've got this jury in the palm of their hands right now.
And also at the end of trial, the last day, that when the cameras are off, the judge, Tucker Daily tweeted, the judge told him, hey, listen, state, y'all may want to talk to the defense, bro, and see what y'all can figure out because it's not going good.
Yeah, and you think she's saying that because she's about to make some type of ruling or because she just sees how the case is going?
I think it's because the case is going. I think she's too. If she brings the hammers down, because she does have the ability to stop everything, but she won't do it because it'll end her career.
Right.
And who's going to really do that? Also, too, you notice on Cross, I think you brought it up. A bunch of other people brought it up. You notice on Cross when people bring up when Matt Shardt brought something up, and Woody's like, "Well, how'd you know that?" The defendants know you, bro. The defendants know you, so they know what to ask. That's why the cross was so effective because, they're not best friends, as you can tell, but they know enough about Woody where they can poke holes, create enough reasonable doubt to throw the jury one way or another. And now we're here. And it's just like, I don't think they'll ever, we all can say, we all know Woody did something. We just don't know what it is because there's so much layered hearsay.
Exactly.
So it's like, and the state with the statute of limitations on everything, the RICO was the only way they could do it. They can't, the murder has no statute of limitations, but they already tried that with a mistrial. So you have to bring it back with a RICO in order to get the overt acts in with the murder and try to get everything rolling. But it's kind of a trick back.
Yeah, you're 1000% right. The defendants are over there coaching up their representation. Easy. They're all working together, whether it's Brian Steele and Max or Bruce Harvey. They know the truth. They all know what really went on. And Woody's just going to have to be the one that's going to talk about it on the stand. So it's definitely tough place to be in.
Yeah. You get a little bit of empathy for Woody, but this is what he signed up for. Unfortunately, he has to bear the burden of his actions and have to, be accountable. This is literally what he signed up for. You decide to lie, you decide to play in the streets. This is what comes with it. So it is what it is.
1000%, man. Jay, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day at work and have a good weekend, man.
No problem, brother. Take it easy. I appreciate you. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be here on Monday too, so don't forget. Don't miss out on Monday. We'll be right here.
Gotcha.
All right, peace. All right, let me see. 479 has tried to call in a couple times. Let me get him on up in here. And shout out to Jay for calling in. He's 1000% right. Woody said a couple times. How you know that? Because they told me.
Hello.
479, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
You are speaking with Les Cleaver.
Oh, shout out to Mr. Les Cleaver in here. Thank you for calling in, my friend.
Oh, good. I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you. What is on your mind?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think this prosecution team has lost it. I think Fanny's going to be scrambling. She's fixing to lose her job. And, Young Thug, he's innocent. Woody, he's just trying to cover his butt, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, he really is.
Dang.
Jury perspective, at first I thought it was going to take forever to deliberate this, but now I'm beginning to wonder, they're going to go in there and say, case over. A couple of hours, they'll be out with the verdict.
Oh, man.
And I think Thug's going to walk, and then the state's going to go after Woody, or they're going to try.
Oh, man.
So that's my opinion.
So let me ask you this then. If you're the state, I know it's going to be hard to put yourself in their shoes, but bear with me for a minute. If you're the state and you're going to redirect on Tuesday, where do you think they go from here with their witness?
Their witness, I don't know. I think they're going to redirect and go back to Woody to re-clarify some things. Just to set their case in point, what they're trying to do. But then I think they're going to move on to somebody else.
Yeah, they're gonna cut their losses and go on to the next witness. Dang.
I think so. I really do, because Woody is not their star witness. I mean, look what happened at the Trump trial. you know, they brought in a star witness, and it turned out to be worse than Woody, in my opinion. But
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'm definitely with you, Les. All right, well, final thoughts, and then I'll let you get up out of here.
Okay, final thoughts are you're doing a great job. Shout out to Amy.
Thank you.
You're doing a wonderful moderating job, and y'all keep tuned in. This is worth it. This is really worth it.
All right, that's our guy Les Cleaver in the building. Thank you so much for calling in, brother. You can call in anytime, and I appreciate you watching the show. All right.
All right, not a problem. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye bye. All right, y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all that called in. Thank you to everybody who liked the video, all the super chats y'all sent in, everybody who is staying active and commenting during the show. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me double check and make sure I didn't miss any of these comments, and then we gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We can get some lunch. It's lunchtime, y'all. Hey, Illuminati is in the building, getting the popcorn ready. Good to see you. We got Yala is in here, said, bro, they only need 2 to 3 hours for redirect. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we gonna have several days. Hey, listen. Yala, let me tell you this. 2 weeks ago, there was a ton of back and forth about, oh yeah, we're gonna get to cross-examination this week. Yeah, we're gonna get to cross-examination. We're gonna see Brian Steele. I said, what? Have y'all seen this state? Have you seen Miss Love and Miss Hilton and how they run and have been running this court? Y'all be lucky if Woody gets back on the stand this week. And what happened? A week goes by, no cross-examination. 88 Hilton's up there. Sure. Can we play this video? Actually, we need a break. Miss Love is up there. What Miss Love say? What did Miss Love say? Miss Love was up there scrambling, scraping, trying to figure out exactly what she wanted to say. And they held us up for a whole 5 days. Then we get to last week, and we finally get Woody back in there, and we finally get the jury back after they took a break. I mean, it's just a mess. So I'm not going to put it past the state with the redirect. I don't think they're going to cut their losses. They're going to fight back. They're going to have a lot to say to Woody. They're going to try and make their point again and remind the jury of what Woody said and some of the things that they can actually point to that they were able to verify, and then we'll keep moving. But man, you saying 2 to 3 hours? We're starting on Tuesday. If we move on by Wednesday afternoon, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. But thank you for being here, Yala. I appreciate you. Lauren Robinson said mix. That's probably what Thug has spent on defense. What else are y'all saying in here? Gabby Gabs is showing some love. Shout out to Gabby. Amy saying appreciate Les for saying she's a dope moderator. Absolutely. We got, who else is in here? Sean P is in here in the building. Oh my gosh. I hope we don't hear, listen, man, I hope we don't have to hear from Love again, because Miss Hilton's been doing her thing. I think she's been on point. She's been making some crazy objections, but she's actually been able to work through these a lot better. But yeah, I'm out on Miss Love. I don't want to hear her back up there again. I'm trying to find this one other thing, but it's not popping up. Anyway, let me read a couple more comments. Unita Sin says she's out there in Snellville. Shout out to Snellville. Mixed Chick Samantha says Woody's gonna throw something at Love and Hilton. I wish he would. That would make my day. FS says awesome job. and awesome lawyers by the defense team. Absolutely. Also, we've got Yala in here, says great work today. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right, everybody. That is going to be it for the weekend. If y'all enjoy hearing music from up and coming independent artists, make sure you tune into the Music Morning Show. The Music Morning Show. We're on the Music Morning Show. The Song of the Night Live. I got too many shows going on. The Song of the Night Live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. You did not want to miss out. We're going to be giving away $100 in a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. You're also going to hear some great music from some of the artists in the community. So make sure y'all stop by. Check it out. If not, we're dropping several videos this afternoon. We've got a video dropping here in about an hour. We'll drop another one later on tonight, and then we'll be dropping videos over the weekend. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you to all the new members in the building. Everyone who dropped the super chat. Thank y'all for getting the likes up there too. We got over 2,100 likes. Sheesh. I hope y'all have a great weekend. You know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace.
Another one.